And we're here, Visionaries Unlimited. Such a pleasure to be streaming on this inner work, your own work, and how it makes a difference. Whomever you might be contributing for, and whatever you might be creating in this world. Um, Maria, I will leave it right on you. Like, what comes for you? What comes up for you when speaking to inner work and the impact it has on our visions, on our lives, for humanity, for the planet?
So I think, and Ayrton and I were even surprised that we hadn't made a video already about this, because for us, inner work is like the basis of our lives and of our journey, our existence. And so everything that we do, we stems from a constant work that we do on ourselves. And by that, I don't mean that we actually, there is a force or is a forceful way. When we say work on ourselves, we mean that we actually are liberating ourselves from what we're not. So we need to be constantly observing ourselves, be open to receive anything that comes from deep within, because what's already in the surface, we already know.
Yeah.
We need to be more and more open, more and more brave for the things, the thoughts, the emotions, the beliefs, the energies that are deep within us, in our physical bodies and in our subtle bodies, to emerge. And
beautiful world.
And that when these things come out, then we at that moment realize how we're going to proceed from now onwards. And we use different techniques to help ourselves liberate these, let's say, consciousness energies, like thought and emotion patterns are energies in a way, or consciousness, allow them to not be attached to us, or us not to be attached to them, identified with them in a way. And that brings, metaphorically, more space within. And when we have more space within, the more conscious part of us, or we call the soul in a way, has more space to express and reveal itself. And the soul, in a way, is the one that is actually bringing to us the vision, allowing us to offer the possibility of being in service to humanity and the planet through our gifts. Mm-hmm. This is very simply how we could put the vision, the conscious, obviously, vision. And this comes from a higher version of us. And that's why the inner work is so important every single way, every single day, in different ways that we want to approach it and that we feel attracted to. No one needs to do exactly the same. And from there we create, and from there we express ourselves, and from there we connect with others, and from there we enjoy life, because the more you are you, the easier it will be for you to experience this human, to enjoy this human experience.
Oh yes, yeah, beautifully said. The more of you emerges, the more the action is support emerge with the right tools, with the right actions, with the right, and let me actually put into quote unquote right, right impact. It is that game to remove the layers of illusions, those veils that stop you from taking action, stop you from reaching out to the right person, stop you from letting go of what's on the way, of what you were holding on to. Really is inner work, really is individual, personal work. You
Yes.
as the creator, you as the visionary, you as the one who, let me say, channel and manifest the creation, the impact that you're after. You need to work on yourself. You need to do that inner work to find that alignment, to find that balance, to avoid creating a business, an activity from a space of guilt, shame, um, or wounded ego. And there's nothing wrong in having those. Pay attention here. There's nothing wrong in feeling shame. There's nothing wrong in feeling it. There's nothing wrong in being angry, in being subtly and simply human. There's nothing wrong in that. It is actually the most beautiful thing that you can experience in this human life. You're human. And in that, and as a part of that human experience, you need to work on yourself so that you are not getting on the way of what your soul is channeling, your consciousness is channeling as a mission for humanity and the planet. That's the inner work. That's the sacredness of why we're here. And yeah, we were surprised. We were surprised in realizing that we hadn't spoken to this directly and like in one dedicated session or episode, and we're doing it today. So the question from myself for you visionaries is, what do you notice as a pattern in your life that keeps on showing up, that seems to be in the way when you try to achieve, accomplish, may happen, manifest? What is happening as a pattern? What are you repeating as a context condition in your life? Is not allowing you to be fulfilled, to be joyful, to live your vision in a healthy, sustainable way? This is my question slash reflection for you today. Maria, would you like to add anything?
Yes, I would like to say that only those who have worked in themselves know the absolute importance of it. I've seen many people throughout my life saying that they are not hurt and that they are not limited, and it's only because they haven't started looking within. And this requires a lot of humbleness. You don't know how much you have been socially conditioned, starting with your family, until you start looking within, until you start honestly asking yourself the questions of what you truly desire to experience in this life, of who you truly think you are, and what you deserve. And if you have the courage, the clarity, the energy to do all those things, or you feel yourself constantly stopped by something within you that makes a perfect excuse for you not to move forward, for you not to open yourself fully to the world, for you not to feel at peace, or for you not to admire yourself. So it's never late to start. It is probably the most intelligent decision that you can ever make in your life, I tell you. And I made it when I was 22, is to start looking within with the help of someone else. Because I was looking within before, but let's say with the help of someone else, with a professional, it was when I was 22. And I am in the most wonderful place that I could ever imagine in my life, and still working on things, of course, because I made that super intelligent and wise decision at that point. Otherwise, I can tell you very well, because I am a very complex human being in general, but complex human being, not complicated, complex. I would be a mess by now, for sure, if I hadn't started working on myself.
Mhm. Can I support the actual? So there are a few pieces, and I do see this silver lining. Um, Getting courageous is what gets you unlimited. This reflection started when she said, when Maria said, I heard so many people saying that they are not limited because they're not looking into some stuff.
Yeah.
So this is the very and it's almost, it needs to be looked at very attentively to understand that it's not contradictory to say that, hey, you are unlimited. And I feel that what she meant when she said, I see so many not admitting their limitedness, meaning that we all have limits that we have imposed on ourselves unconsciously. We have so many limits that society have imposed on us and that we're buying into. And by not accepting those, we are not stepping into that unlimitedness that we,
In essence,
by birthright, have and are. Because we have it. And so we need that courage to step into unlimitedness. We
yeah.
need that courage to be supported by someone. We need that courage, which is an act of love to ourselves. Cor agere, from Latin language. I said that before and I repeat it now. Cor agere, act of the core of your heart, of your love. So we need that courage to be with others and express our own difficulty, our own challenge, our own struggles, to accept our humanness, our human experience. As I said at the beginning, the fact that we experience guilt, shame, pain, that we're not perfect and bright and shining the whole time as we see on socials. We need that courage that Maria was talking about. And great job for getting that at 22. I want to tell you, if you're older than 22, you're not late. If you're older than 40, you're not late. If you are 60, you're totally on time, as long as you realize that and you are living this human experience fully. Now, I have no idea what time we started and what time.
2 minutes left if we go with the
Yeah, because I was getting in a momentum, so I was like, okay, let's pause for a moment. Take a deep breath, you visionary, you human listening, because what we dropped on you is life shifting and fundamental for your vision to hit and land humanity and the earth with momentum, for you to live it joyfully, for you to live it healthily. You need to do that inner work. You need to accept that you're human and that you are going through struggles. I'm to it and share it, but if I shared what I'm going through, it's effing it is, and it's human. I need to work that out to actually impact through my vision. I couldn't be here otherwise. I wouldn't be able to show up if I wouldn't be doing that inner work, and if I would not be supported. I would not being, I'm twisting my tongue with English now. If I did not have the support to process that with someone like a mirror, sometimes it's Maria, sometimes it's someone else, or is a community as a whole where I can share and see others' experience. So shut it up, it Maria, land our inner work plane for today.
I would say that if there's any kind of work that you were meant to do here on earth, and we leave aside anything that the society may have told you, yes, because we need to earn money and this and that, inner work to liberate yourself from what you are not, and for you to be able to become the greatest creator that you can become in this life, it is inner work, the work that you have to do. And from there, you will blossom internally and you will contribute to the blossoming of this world with your vision. Just that.
Yes. So stay visionary, do your inner work, because that translates into outer results. Dear visionaries,
Love you.
Ayrton and Maria here. We love you.